My name is Dave Freeborn. I'm Land and Development Director at Proctors. I've been involved in the property industry since 1986, starting off as a trainee negotiator on the sales side, working through the system there, and for the last 15 or so years been involved in land and development. My daily job involves looking for land suitable for development. We do that in a number of ways, some of which land opportunities come through from the offices, recommendations that we look into. Some we look at proactively, physically going around, driving around looking for land suitable for development. We then look at it, see whether we believe it's suitable, then approach the landowners to see whether they're interested in selling. The main department I work with within Proctors is Susie Buff, our new homes director. Susie obviously deals with new homes once they are ready for sale thereafter in the future. But Susie will also get involved at a very early stage as well with regards to giving advice on what she believes the resales will be, because that's an important part. Obviously from a developer's perspective, they need to know what we think it's worth, and they can then judge off the back of that what they're prepared to pay for the land. Finding land is not particularly easy. It is becoming harder because obviously more and more land is being developed. What we tend to look for is anything from demolishing something that is, for instance, let's say a bungalow, and building a much bigger property or multi-properties within that land. We also look at the sale of back garden land as well for development. We look at brownfield sites. We also look at commercial premises as well, which might be suitable for development as well. Our development clients range from what I would call small building developers who are looking for single plots, double plots. They'll tend to do one or two of those a year, through to the middle section of our client base, which is probably the largest section of client base. They tend to deal with opportunities up to thresholds of affordable housing. A number of those try to avoid going beyond that. Then on the top echelons we've got the multinational companies. They tend to look at schemes of 20 plus units, take on board obviously affordable housing as well. We've got a large amount of developers obviously always looking for land opportunities, some of which will buy unconditionally, but most of which are looking to buy subject to planning. So their criteria changes all the time. It's for us to make sure that we're up to speed with what they're looking for at any given time. Planning permission is never straightforward, or very rarely straightforward, as most people experience will know. It's really understanding the process and understanding the policies as well. So therefore we need to keep up to speed in that respect, and also we've got planning consultants that we can tap onto as well. The timescale of planning again can vary significantly. If you're lucky, you're talking about approximately 6 months. If for instance you have to go to appeal, possibly it could be a year to 18 months. Demand for land is always a very touchy subject. There's never enough land opportunities out there for the amount of people that are looking for development opportunities. Therefore, from our point of view, the most important thing is to get as many land opportunities across we can, so that obviously we can then pass those out to development clients to purchase in the future. We've sold things from scout huts, churches, doctor's surgeries which have been converted into kids' nurseries, for instance, and also we looked at things like tennis clubs, former tennis clubs, which come back as mixed-use schemes. One of the largest sites, commercial sites we've ever worked in the past is a former garage site, which was demolished and then rebuilt by way of shared ownership housing. With potential development opportunities, we treat them as if they were owned by ourselves. Therefore, the advice that we give people is exactly what we would be doing ourselves if we own the land ourselves. We feel that's the best advice that we can give anybody. If anyone has got any land that they would consider selling, then we welcome the opportunity to meet up with them to discuss a way forward with regards to the value and the marketing of the property.